So today we are going to solve shifting letters problem. So this is in somewhere in between easy to medium problem. So it is pretty straightforward. So it says like we are given like two arrays, basically a string and a integer array. So what we want to do is we would like to shift the character within the string with the shifts that is present at the ith position till the ith index. So when we are at 0th index, we need to shift a by 3 times, and when we are at index 1, we need to shift a and b both by 5 times. So once we shifted a by 3 times, it becomes d. It's shown here, and then once we shifted, then we will shift it d by 5 points, so that it will become like IGC. So like that we are going to do. So if we go with the brute force solution, it would be using like same like 2 loops, and we are going to iterate it again and again. But if we look at in a different way, so we look at like each character needs to be shifted like how many times is dependent upon like the position that we are going to shift. So for index 0, we need to shift the entire sum of the array. So we would be shifting a by 3, 5, 9 entire sum, so that would be like 17, and we would be shifting b by 5 and 9 only, so that would be 14, and we are going to repeat the same step again and again. So this could be solved with like complexity of big O of n only, so that would be the optimal solution. So let's do it. So let's change it to x. Now let's create some new x as like an empty array. Let's represent sum of the array as x itself. Now for range of length of x, what we want to do is we would like to populate our new x. So that would be, so we would be having like, we would append the sum itself, and after we have appended the sum, we would like to negate something. That would be x of I. So basically what we are trying to do is, so suppose like we are having like 3, 5 and let's say 9. So what we are trying to do is we populate with the sum, so that would be like 17. Then what we do is we negate 3 and we populate that, like that would be like 17 minus 3, that is 14. So we will populate 14. So this will get populated. Same goes for 9. So 14 minus 5, we will populate like 9 itself. So like that we will do. So this will give us like the exact number we would like to shift the character to. Now what we'll do is, let's take the return array. So let's say it would be like new of s and initialize with it blank. So for range of s, for length of s, what we will do is there is some sort of an indentation error. So like new of this, we will append this with like character of ORD. So the thing here to note is like if we are directly like appending up values, so the problem with this is like shifts could be like high, so it can go beyond ASCII character value and it will return like something, either some sort of an error or some random values you can expect. So what we will need to make sure that we take a modulus by 26 so that we get the correct answer. So we are taking odd of a, then let's say odd of s of I, that we need to append. So odd of s of I we would be appending with new of x. So new x of I, but we will take a modulus of 26 only, because it does not make sense if the value is greater than 26. So for that, it would be 26. And then once that has been done, it is also possible. So suppose like s of I is z, and we are appending something to it, so it will eventually be above the ASCII value of lowercase English alphabet, so it would go beyond than that. So we need to make sure we do a modulus with like a as well. So, and once that has been done, so that will give us the remaining value. So basically what is above than that. So like if we are doing something like z plus 8, okay, so z is like whatever it is, like 122 I guess. So then it will turns out to be like 30, and when we negate like 20 means like from a, so it will give us something around like 34 value. But since English letter cannot be greater than 26, so what we will do is we'll take one more mod with 26. So this particular value will give us exactly the number of shifts that we need to make with a character a, and that's it. This should solve our problem. Like let's see. Let's try to run this. It's given, okay, can concatenate into string. Okay. What it is saying, cannot concatenate into string. So we are having this. Okay, so there it is. And to make sure, okay, cool. There was some bracket errors. Cool. So it is showing us the correct answer. Let's submit this and see if it's correct. Yeah, it works. Cool. Let's see what comes up next tomorrow. Thanks.